Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Verb Circus. My name is Kyle Miller, and I'm joined once again here for our fourth program by two great guests. We have Miriam and Cecile. Miriam, how are you today?
I'm feeling very good, thank you.
You're feeling good?
Yes.
Are you excited to be here on the program again?
Of course I am.
Good, and you're doing very well. You've got a good score. We've been having a good week. You've done very well. Miriam, before the show I said, can you think of some tips? Because you're a good student. Can you think of a tip to give to the people at home for improving their English? A little tip, un consejo.
Well, if you like a lot of music, you can look for the lyric in internet and
Yeah, look for the lyrics on the internet. We say on the internet.
internet.
Look for the lyrics, the words, okay.
on the internet and try to know what the lyrics want to mean.
What they mean.
What they mean.
What they mean. Okay, good. So listening to music in English and trying to understand the lyrics. True. I know a lot of people that have improved their English a lot by listening to music in English. It's true. Cecile, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Good, great. I like that. I'm fantastic, Kyle. I'm doing great. All right, good. What tips can you give to the people at home for improving their English, Cecile?
I was about to say the same thing. Listen every day. Listen to English songs
Yeah.
and news as well.
Yeah,
Listen to news.
using it. Yeah, exactly. You have to use it, right? You have to practice. And the more you listen, the more you develop. Not only listening, but even hearing English. Even in the background, if you put a movie or a radio in English, just hearing it while you're cooking, while you're doing something else, you will absorb a lot of English and improve a lot. It's true. All right, let's take a look at our scores here. Before we get started, let's see our scores. We have Miriam with 235 points. It's a very good score, but Cecile is still ahead by 20 with a total of 255. Great scores, ladies. Well, it's time. Well, yeah, it's that time. It's time to choose our verb, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it coming in. I've got a feeling that we've got a good verb today. So here it comes, our verb of the day. There it is, right there, right down there. It's the verb to pull. To pull. Can you conjugate this verb for me, Cecile?
I'm not sure, but every day I pull.
Pull, yeah.
Yesterday I pulled,
Pulled,
and lately I have pulled.
pulled, correct. It's a regular verb. Every day I pull, yesterday I pulled, and lately I have pulled. It's nice to hear that D. Pulled, pull, pulled, pulled. Can you repeat it one time, Miriam?
Yes, of course. Every day I pull. Yesterday I pulled.
Yep.
Lately I've pulled.
Excellent, good job. All right, let's take a look at our main uses of today's verb. First, we have to pull as in tirar. So imagine if this is how do you say una cuerda?
Rope.
A rope, exactly. So what am I doing, Miriam?
You are pulling the rope.
I'm pulling the rope. I'm pulling the rope, exactly. Now, how do you say cuerda if it's very fine, if it's smaller? We have rope, which is thick. Rope is typically thick. And then thinner, we have string.
Oh, yes,
String.
true.
And then very fine, like sometimes on my shirt, I have a little bit, it's not string, but thread. Thread, we would say. Hilo, right? Thread. So thread, and then a little bit thicker, string. And the thick one is rope. So here, what am I doing? Cecile, what am I doing?
You pull in the rope.
I'm pulling the rope, exactly. Okay. Next we have to pull apart. To pull apart, which is to separate something by pulling. Okay, so I have, let me see, I have my pen here. See how it's attached? And I'm going to, tell me to pull it apart.
Pull apart your pen.
Kyle, pull it apart.
Kyle, pull it apart.
Okay, now what am I doing? What am I doing?
You are pulling apart.
You're pulling it
It apart.
apart. Yeah, it's a phrasal verb.
Okay.
It's a separable phrasal verb. You're pulling it apart. What did I do?
You pulled it apart.
You pull, repeat?
You pulled it apart.
You pulled it apart, exactly. I pulled it apart. Very good. Now we also have to pull for. To pull for means to support, for example, a team. Do you pull for a certain football team, Cecile?
No, I don't.
In fact, I asked you this question before the show. You're half French and half Spanish. When France and Spain play football, who do you pull for? Who do you support? Who do you pull for?
It's very difficult. I don't mind.
I don't pull for.
I don't really mind.
So I don't pull
Not
for either.
For either. For both. No.
Well,
for
either you pull for both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she pulls
right.
for both of them. She pulls for both of them. Finally, we have to pull out. To pull out, ¿qué es? Sacar. To pull out. Have you ever had a tooth pulled out, Miriam?
Yes.
Yeah.
My wisdom teeth.
Oh.
The four at the same time.
You had 4 of them pulled out. Okay, to have a tooth, for example. So sacar, to pull out, to remove by pulling. Me too. When I was probably 15 or so, I had my wisdom teeth pulled out. Okay, so those are the uses we're going to focus on today on the program with the verb to pull. I think the ladies are ready. Let's move on now to the first round of the translation challenge. Yes, that's right, the trumpet, ladies and gentlemen. The trumpet means it's time for our translation challenge. Aquí vas a ver la frase en español y 3 opciones en inglés. Y tú en casa tienes que elegir la traducción correcta to earn 5 points. Okay, are you ready, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah?
we are.
Okay, let's hear example number 1.
Ella tiró de la cuerda.
Okay, A, she pulled of the rope. B, she pulled the rope. And C, she's pulled the cord. All right, Miriam, are you confident about this one?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. What's the answer?
B.
B. Can you say it out loud?
B.
But not just B, the sentence.
Yes, of course. She pulled the rope.
She pulled the rope. Okay, and Cecile?
I'm confident.
B.
B.
She pulled the rope. And that's the correct answer. Good job. That's good for 5 points. B. She pulled the rope. Great job. Let's hear example number 2.
El dentista me sacó las muelas del juicio.
Okay. El dentista. Oh, I never enjoy going to the dentist. I just don't. Do you like going to the dentist?
Pardon?
Do you enjoy going to the dentist?
I don't know, it's awful.
Yeah, no, I don't know anyone who enjoys the dentist.
No, I
Anyhow,
don't like.
option A, the dentist pulled my wisdom teeth out from me. B, the dentist pulled me out my justice teeth. And C, the dentist pulled out my wisdom teeth. 5 seconds. If you're paying attention earlier, you would know this one, right? Okay. What's the answer, Cecile?
See?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Miriam?
Yes, C.
And the answer, she says, is C. And they're both right. The answer is C. Well done, ladies. Can you read it for me, Miriam? Can you read it, please?
The dentist pulled out my wisdom teeth.
Yes, the dentist. The dentist pulled out my wisdom teeth. 4 of them. All right, let's hear example number 3.
En lo que va de año me han quitado 3 dientes.
Yeah. A, I've had 3 teeth pulled out so far this year. B, I've pulled out 3 teeth so far this year. And C, they've pulled 3 teeth out of me so far this year. All right. You got to think about what the subject is here in this one. We'll go to Miriam first. What have you got for us?
I think it's A.
A, okay. Very good, very good. Cecile says
And
A.
as well.
Okay, they're very smart. Well done. The correct answer is A. Hopefully you have that at home. I've had 3 teeth pulled out so far this year. So remember, always participating at home. Siempre en voz alta también. Reading the sentences, okay? I've had 3 teeth pulled out so far this year. Okay, let's move on to example number 4.
El árbitro separó a los dos jugadores.
Okay, option A. The referee pulled the 2 players apart. B. The referee pulled out 2 of the players. And C. The referee pulled off the 2 players. Ding! All right, Cecile, what's the answer?
I'm not sure, but A.
She says it's A, ladies and gentlemen. And Miriam,
I think the same.
you think it's A also? And at home, what do you think? Do you trust the ladies? Ladies and gentlemen, yes, the answer is A. Good job. That's good for 5 points. Great, great. Can you repeat that for me, Cecile?
The referee pulled the 2 players apart.
Yeah, they were fighting, or they were, peleando, and the referee, come on, guys. He pulled the 2 players apart. All right, great job. Let's move on now. Well, let's take a look at our scores first. Let's take a look at our scores after the first round of the translation challenge. We have Miriam with 255 points and Cecile with 275. Great scores, great scores. Okay, let's move on now to our other uses. Okay, here we are with a phrasal verb. Do you like phrasal verbs, Miriam?
If I know them, of course I.
Okay, if you know
well.
them, but you have to learn them and then you can know them. But I'm sure you know a lot of them. Here we have a phrasal verb which is to pull it off, to pull something off. It's informal. It means to achieve something surprising, to pull it off. So as you know, the champion here on the Verb Circus has over 500 points. Do you think you can win? Do you think you can surpass that? Do you think you can pull it off, Cecile? Can you pull it off?
Yes, I can put it off.
Pull it off.
Pull it off, sorry.
Yes, Kyle, I can pull it off. Repeat again.
Yes, Kyle, I can put it.
Pull it off.
Pull it off.
Not put it off, pull it off.
I can pull it off.
I can pull it off. Okay, ask Miriam if she can pull it off.
Can you pull it off, Miriam?
I think I can't pull it off.
Ah, you've got a good score though. You're doing well. You got to be confident in yourself.
Yes, but it's a very big goal.
It's difficult to pull it off. So to pull it off is, remember, to achieve something. I was surprised that he pulled it off. You could also say, I didn't think he could pull it off. I didn't think he could do it. It was amazing, but he pulled it off. So to pull something off, to achieve something extraordinary or surprising. All right, so there we go with our other uses. It's time to move on now to round 2 of the translation challenge. All right, here we are in round 2 of the translation challenge, and here the challenge is the same, except the points are a little bit more. Instead of 5 points, now Miriam, we're playing for
10 points.
exactly 10 points. So she's 20 points ahead of you, but you can catch up here in this round. All right, let's start, ladies and gentlemen, with example number 1.
Puedo recurrir a mis contactos a ver si te podemos conseguir una entrevista.
All right, long sentence. A, I can pull my influences to see if we can get you an interview. B, I'll pull some strings to see if you can get us an interview. And C, I can pull some strings and see if we can get you an interview. 5 seconds. Recurrir a mis contactos, recurrir a enchufes. You also say it sometimes, right? Miriam, what's the answer?
I think it's C.
C, okay.
But I don't know.
And Cecile,
Yes, I agree with her.
for 10 points, she says C, and you're right, 10 points. Good job. I can pull some strings. Can you read that for me, Miriam?
Yes. I can pull my strings and see if we
Pull
can...
some strings, we say.
Okay, sorry. I can pull some strings and see if we can get you an interview.
Yeah, I can pull some strings and see if we can get you an interview. All right, great job. Let's move on to number 2.
Siempre he apoyado a los equipos locales.
Okay. A, always I've pulled with local teams. Option B, I've always pulled for local teams. And option C, I've always pulled with local teams. You have 5 seconds. Okay, Cecile. We talked about this one at the start of the program. If you remember it, the phrasal verb, do you think you have it?
I wasn't. B.
B, she says. All right. And Miriam?
Yeah, say the same. B.
B, she says as well. And the ladies are right. Good job for 10 points. I've always pulled for, to pull for, to support. Can you read it for us again, Cecile?
I've always pulled for local teams.
Okay, and at home? En voz alta, en casa. I've always pulled for local teams. Good job. All right. Let's hear example number 3.
La policía le paró porque superaba el límite de velocidad.
All right. Yeah, it happens. It happens sometimes, right? The police pulled him over because he was speeding. Option B, the police pulled him off for speeding. And option C, the police pulled him over for speeding the limit. This is a use that we didn't have time. We didn't have the opportunity to discuss at the start of the show. Let's see if you know this one. Miriam.
I think it's C.
I think it's C, she says. And Cecile?
I say C as well.
She thinks it's C. The police pulled him over for speeding the limit. What do you think? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is A, unfortunately. So no points there. The police pulled him over because he was speeding. We wouldn't say speeding the limit. We would say he was exceeding the limit, exceeding the speed limit, but speeding the limit, no se puede decir, no. He was speeding. He was driving too fast. All right, so no points there. Let's move on to example number 4.
Él sacó una pistola.
Okay, ooh. Like that, right? A, he pulled off a gun. B, he pulled out a gun. And C, he pulled up a pistol. Okay, Cecile, what have you got for us?
Maybe B.
B. Okay, she says B. Miriam?
Yeah, I think B.
Okay, she says B as well. And the correct answer at home, what do you think? Do you think it's B? Do you trust them? I hope so, because they're right. Good job. He pulled out a gun. He pulled out a gun. All right, okay. Good job, ladies. Well done there. Let's take a look at our scores and see where they stand. We've got Miriam with 285 points. Looking good. But Cecile is still in the lead with 305. That's a good total. Very good score. All right, let's move on now to our expression of the day. All right, our expression of the day is an interesting one. It's to pull the wool over one's eyes. This is to trick someone. To trick someone, and I would think you say engatusar, maybe. To trick someone, maybe with
Engañar.
almost like engañar, yeah, with a price for example, if I say I'll sell you this Rolex, it's real. Trust me, I'll sell it to you for 50 euros. And you say, oh, that's a good deal, that's a good price, and then you buy it and you realize it's fake. I pulled the wool over your eyes. It means I was successful in tricking you. So, has someone ever pulled the wool over your eyes, Cecile?
I don't think so.
No?
But perhaps No, nobody has
Nobody has ever
Nobody has ever pulled the wool over my eyes.
over my eyes. My
Over my
eyes.
eyes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, someone has pulled the wool over my eye a few times. I've had the wool pulled over my eyes a few times with buying things. You think they're real and they're not, or yeah, you kind of get ripped off, like un timo, a rip off, right? As well. So to pull the wool over one's eyes is our expression of the day. It's time to move on now to my favorite part of the show. What is it, Miriam? What's it called?
Speed.
The speed round. Exactly. The speed round. Yes, let's move on to the speed round. Yes, it's that time, ladies and gentlemen, the speed round. This is where leads are made and leads are lost, right? It comes and it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the speed round, I will give you the answer to the question, and you have to ask me the question that I've already answered. Fíjate en la información que sale en rojo en pantalla. Tienes que pedir esa información, okay? We call it the speed round because there's a clock, a 2-minute time limit. Here in the first round, you have to press the buzzer before you can ask the question. Are you ready, ladies?
Yes, we have.
Y aquí también restamos puntos por tus fallos también, eh? Okay, let's put 2 minutes up there. Let's get our 2 minutes on the clock. And let's start the clock. The smoke caused him to pull the alarm. Oh, Miriam.
Who caused him to pull the alarm?
I'm afraid not. That's -10. Cecile, pass or play?
Play.
Okay.
What did it cause him to pull the alarm?
I'm afraid not. That's -10 as well. What caused him to pull the alarm? No auxiliary verb. It's what, but no auxiliary verb. What caused him to pull the alarm? Okay, so -10. Next example. They pull the weeds in the spring. Go. Cecile.
Where do they pull the weeds?
I'm afraid not. That's -10. Miriam, pass or play?
I play.
Hit the button.
When do they pull the weeds?
When do they pull the weeds? Correct answer for 10 points. When? In the spring. When do they pull the weeds? Right, in the spring, which is the season. Okay, next example. They pulled the sled to the top of the hill. Go. Cecile.
Where did they pull the sled?
Correct. Where did they pull the sled? That's good for 10 points. Where did they pull the sled? Good. Next example. The dentist pulled out the tooth. Go. Miriam.
Who pulled out the tooth?
Correct. Who pulled out the tooth? Who pulled out the tooth? Great job. Next example. He pulled a gold coin out of the bag. Go. Cecile.
What did he pull out of the bag?
Repeat, please.
What did he pull out of the bag?
Correct. What did he pull out of the bag? What did he pull out of the bag? And we're out of time. Okay, what did he pull out of the bag? Good job, good job. Let's take a look at our scores and see how they're doing after the first 2 minutes of the speed round. We have Miriam with 295 and Cecile ahead by a little bit, 305. Great scores, ladies. You're doing very well. Very good scores, very good scores. But we're not over. It's not over yet. That's right, we're gonna put up another minute. Let's continue, okay? Hopefully you're ready at home. This is gonna be very intense, right? Very intense, another minute, and let's start the clock. We're pulling for the team in white. Go. Cecile.
Which team are you pulling for?
Correct, good. Which team? Which team are you pulling for? The team in white. Very good. Next example. They pulled it out because it wasn't useful. Go. Miriam.
Why did they pull it out?
Correct. Why did they pull it out? Why did they pull it out? Good job. Next example. We pulled over at the gas station. Go. Cecile.
Where did you pull over?
Where did you
Pull
pull
over.
over? Yeah, again?
Where did you pull over?
Where did you pull over? Good job. 10 points. Next example. The murderer pulled the trigger. Go. Cecile,
Who pulled the trigger?
repeat.
Who pulled the trigger? Who pulled the trigger?
Yes, who? I know your friend. 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. That's right. Who? It's important that. Who pulled the trigger? Say it again.
Who pulled the trigger?
Who pulled the trigger? All right, good job. Good to pull the trigger. To shoot the gun. All right, good job. Let's take a look at our scores at the end of the program for today. We have Miriam with 305. Good score. But Cecile keeping the lead with 335 points. Great job. You're both doing very well. Thanks for watching. I want to remind you que podéis volver a concursar con las mismas preguntas del programa de hoy aquí mismo en nuestra página web, aprendeinglés.com. Take a look at our website. Lots of great content. It's a great website. I have some prizes, a few gifts for our contestants. They've done a great job today. Some CDs. I'm going to give them to them right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants will be taking home Everyday English from our friends here at Vaughan Radio. This is Everyday English with Mr. Alberto Alonso. This is 20 programs in MP3 format from Vaughan Radio. They've done a great job. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks to you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Verb Circus. Good job.